Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to another edition of Psy Gets Excited. Oh my god. Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to another edition of Psy Gets Excited in the bathtub. That's right, currently in the bathtub. Haven't got the spa on, obviously. Again, sorry for the images. If you would like further information, just head on over to my OnlyFans. Yeah, I'll see you there. We are here to review Mystia, the hero of the month for February. And I'm excited. Some people may already know why, seeing the skills of Mystia, but we'll jump right in. Green hero. Reasonably decent enough artwork there. It's very hard with artwork to please everyone, but decent looking elf. She's looking the goods. Have a sorcerer class, which gives the chance to drop the mana generation, so that's always a nice one. I've mentioned that before. Just a pain in the butt when it goes off, and you can't charge your heroes when you want. Ailment immunity for the Aether talent. We can see the stats are a little bit low, which is normal with a hero of the month. And we'll jump right in. Have a passive to start with of resist special skill blocking. So that's always nice, means there's less chance to not be able to cast your special. Ignore taunt. The character's special skill is not affected by taunt. It's an interesting skill, very niche. Having said that, I have seen previews of this hero, and it is going to be rather niche but useful in certain areas. So I don't know if it's changed from beta. Just having a glance, looks like it probably does. So yeah, the stats are just probably 100 low for attack, defense, and maybe a couple of hundred for health. But again, hero of the month, that's what we get. I really wish this family bonus was active straight away. I'm not really sure why it isn't. I don't know the thought behind that, but obviously they're not all out yet, but I can't understand why you wouldn't just have it month on month. That, if you get a couple of hero of the months, you're already getting that bonus. It's not like it makes them too strong. So anyway, on to Mesmerizing Mirror, running at average speed. So all enemies become soul connected for 4 turns. Soul connected enemies share received damage. So straight up, that's very useful in events. We know that Gunnar and Wilbur are used regularly in the events for that shared damage, because it means you can, smack a few heroes, and it doesn't matter if you're not getting tiles in the right spot, they're still taking damage. So very good. It also comes, I believe it did have a health boost over time in beta, but to pair it well with Soul Connected, we now have all enemies getting minus 34 defense for 4 turns. So that's definitely also good for the event. So pair it with any other green hitters. Elemental green down, Evelyn, Phileas Fog, probably not great in events because he only hits 1. But with that shared damage, you can still then target that hero. So any other green hit alls, hit 3s in events. So Cornell, Dagger, the new green dude. There's so many that, yeah, you get the picture. On top of that, all allies, this is a big part of the skill. All allies reflect all status effects and 145% damage back to the attacker and block other negative effects from enemies, fire, special skills for 4 turns. And we have the element link, which gives all nature allies 30% defense against special skills for 4 turns, which can't be dispelled. So element links becoming a little bit outdated, or yeah, would have been nice if that was some extra attack, being that we're going to be using Mystia, or some people will, in the events. But yeah, we'll just go back to that third point there. All allies reflect all status effects and 145% damage back to the attacker and block other negative effects from enemies' fire special skills for 4 turns. That's a big mouthful. But it's basically an instant counter to everyone's favourite granny, Bearnadette. So I'm excited that this gives, it may not be a top line hero, but it does give people that extra counter for Bearnadette. So the way Bearnadette works, it does say that she dispels any buffs from the enemy, but the way these ones work, it doesn't say it's undispellable, but because that's a negative effect from fire, it then blocks it. So because Bearnadette is red and she's trying to put a negative effect, which is dispelling, it blocks it, and then it will reflect back. So that is very handy. It does only reflect back to the attacker. So you can kind of think of this as having, a team full of glass heroes they obviously only have a chance, whereas this will reflect it back. So instantly, Granny Bernie is going to cast a painting on herself, unless she has some type of block type thing up. But yeah, so all those Bearnadette's on defense, it's just one extra counter that you'll be able to throw in there. It's not a guaranteed win, but it does give you, obviously, all those turns with Bearnadette having the painting on to get your other heroes charged up and do their damage. It does also do the defense down and soul connected, so you can therefore... Soul connected sometimes can be a little bit of a curse, because if you're wanting to target one hero, they're sharing that damage. But yeah, if you're taking hit all heroes or even hit threes, it doesn't have a huge impact. But yeah, if you're sort of taking any type of snipery type thing, so I'd suggest against that when using Mystia. It's not a huge thing. It depends how the battle plays out, but yeah, you really don't want to be going with someone that's got, say, 400 health, hit them with a sniper, and because they're sharing the damage, you don't even get that 400 hit done. So just my little bit of advice there. I'm thinking back to the ignore taunt. Like, it's that side of it's very niche. There's not a heap of taunting heroes in the game, and I'm just thinking what the advantage is of ignoring taunt, because you're not hitting... I mean, you're putting defense down on everyone, but you're not removing the taunt. So they're all getting soul connected, defense down, but the only person the rest of your team can hit is the taunt hero anyway. So yeah, it doesn't... If I'm missing something, obviously, let me know. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm not the most excitable person, let's be honest. I don't go over the top with my excitement. That's just the way my personality is. I believe it should be simple for the developers of the game to be doing these things that make sense and are actually decent. So yeah, that is, I'm not huge. I mean, I'm excited by the fact that I have a huge tub of ice cream right next to me. Some connoisseur gourmet ice cream, Derwent Valley raspberry and white chocolate. I haven't got to eat that yet, so that looks delicious. It's actually melting a little bit, so it's going to be all oozy. And anyway, I won't get into that too much. Head over to OnlyFans again. Yeah, so very good hero. It's going to give people a really good way of trying to counter Bearnadette. As I said, it's not a guarantee. You still have to get her charged for that to happen. You still have to time it right. Bearnadette can still, if you don't kill her, then she can come back and hit it again next time. But definitely a very, very good hero of the month to give a specific counter to certain... And it's not just Bearnadette, it's any other red hero. So things like, Salamata came out recently, Isidore. There's so many red heroes that it just reflects. It's very similar to a hero called Armose, if you've seen him, seen how he works. And sometimes it just totally catches you off guard as well. It's not something I'd be suggesting on defense. Again, that depends on your roster, but definitely fantastic in those events and for a Bearnadette counter. Yeah, I think that's it. Haven't missed anything. Just keep in mind there is plenty of time left in the month to grab at Mystia. There's a lot of portals coming up. If you haven't seen my calendar video with all the events coming up, head on to that and check it out. But yeah, definitely some highlights with all the new Beowulf heroes coming out in the event. We have the moths are coming back, so there's most likely going to be a new moth in that portal. We have Monster Island near the end of the month. We have the Valentine's Day event or Valentine's event. So plenty of heroes there, plenty of time to wait and use your summons to try and grab Mystia as well. So if you're summoning, best of luck on the other summon portals, but also best of luck in grabbing Mystia. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, gently press that subscribe button, give your kitty a scratch for me, and have a good one.